anyway, when we left off, I was like, all right, we're going to go out to Kamurocho and check in with Kaito, because we've done basically all of the side story stuff we can do at this point. And then I walked out of the building, and Amasawa was like, hey, come back in, I got a case for you. That's fun if it's like... That's fun as long as, like, everyone's in on the joke. Even doing it just now was, I don't know. It didn't make me feel good. So, the, today's Twitch data breach, which, by the way, let me just check something real quick. I don't know why this is the first one that comes to mind, but okay, seems fine. I was worried the soundboard might not sync. I had to readjust the permissions and everything, and I think there's a couple things out there, like probably Humble and Tiltify and a few other things that are linked via Twitch that I'll probably have to sign back in on, but those aren't as big a deal, I don't think. Anyway, today's data breach, amidst everything else, has really gotten me thinking about Altair. And I'm thinking, like, I'm not going to make a hard pivot off of Twitch, because that's just, you know, we've built a thing here, and it would be naive of me to think that I could just pick up my entire presence and just drop it over there and not lose anything. That's just not going to happen. So I've been thinking about, like, I want to use it, but I don't want it to just be like a random set of things. It's like, it'll be like Gamepedia all over again, where it's like, we're playing this game over here and that game over there, and there's no real particular difference between the two. So I was thinking I could use the Altair account, but maybe just do a particular type of content. Like, maybe that's where I just do speedrunning, or maybe that's where I just do, I don't know, like, retro games, or bad games, or competitive stuff, or... Because what that would do is that would, like, separate that and give, like, if you're interested in that, then it gives you a reason to go over there specifically and know what you're getting on that channel. But it also gives me a... you know, I don't know, sort of a kick in the pants, I guess, to, like, do more of that kind of content. Because I've been wanting to do more of that kind of content. And I just, you know, amidst everything else, it just doesn't work in. I did the one stream where I speedran Scud for a few minutes, and then, you know, submitted it, and I haven't run it again since. And I want to, but, like, there's this, and there's Metroid coming, and I still have, you know, more than a dozen requests to get to. So, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about how to use it. Like, how to keep the Twitch account and try to grow the Altair thing, and kind of get those things both going at the same time. Make them, you know, both work but be different. That's all. I'm open to suggestions. It's just stuff I'm thinking about right now. Anyway, Ichikura's here. She's on the computer. What's going on? Well, she's bored of it. Time to go back home. Well, I read every single book in the club room. There's nothing else to do. This girl being like, I've read every book and there's no longer anything interesting. She's like a ridiculously fast reader. Didn't know that. If there aren't any mysteries, then the MRC has nothing to do. What's the point in even coming to school? This is the girl who wasn't coming to school because she was, like, bored by how smart she was. I guess I'll go buy some new books with the money we don't have. Wait, you want to talk about something? By the way, I'm just sitting on like 2 million yen. 1 million of which I got from playing a video game in VR. So, I mean, I could probably buy some books. No, we've got more like 20K if you're going by like dollar amounts. Oh shit. Possible criminal investigation in the robotics club. All right, let's go talk to the Gundam nerds. Why are the robots doing crimes? Yes, we have a robotics club. A few years back, a handful of students established the club based on their one common interest. The interest was robots. So it was a robotics club about robots, because that's their interest is robots. Club for robots for the... From what I understand, Ark, I think their budget is like a few $100s per term. I think it increases by like based on how many like people you have in the club, but I think you get like $200 or $300 as like a baseline budget. And I think I think for certain types of clubs, if you need other types of materials or whatever, you can ask for more. But other than that, you basically just have to fundraise or pay out of pocket. But that being said, kind of cool that they even let you like have a budget. Oh, I know. I'm not saying he should give them all of their money. I'm just saying if, like, she's all like, oh, I guess I should buy some new mystery novels, but we're a little low on funds. And it's like, I can go to the bookstore and buy, like, 25 books for you right now and not even feel it. Wait, whoa. The whole thing where they use robots to compete in soccer and other ball games like Tamair? I don't actually know what that is. If it's a Japanese word, it would be like Tamaire. But if that's the case, I don't know what that is. I've never heard that before. Many different groups host. I do think it's about to be battle bots. Like, give me battle bots. Many different groups host them each year using their own variation of the rules. Stereo Robotics Club participates in a business-sponsored tournament called the RE Robo Rally. A huge event that invites technical college students, robotics clubs, and even teams of working adults to compete for a large cash prize. Some average high school clubs signed up for a tournament like that? That sounds hard. Yeah, they always lose in the prelims. Hey, that's fine. If you're going up against literal adults and college students, it's cool just to compete, you know? High school robotics clubs typically have limited funding, not to mention they lack the proficiency that a college-age group would have. Right. Naturally. Mal, I don't know the full situation, but I'm pretty sure that Japan is also deeply in debt. on the, considering they've basically been in recession since like 1992. But, on the other hand, they actually care about public services and the well-being of their populace. So, shoutouts to yesterday when Yagami was like, "Oh shit, is the dark web where you buy like super dangerous shit like firearms?" It's in 13 trillion debt, less than half of the US, with less than a third of the population. So per capita, actually worse. But again, spending on public services and well-being, education. Robotics Club made a huge leap forward when one particular transfer student became the club president. Second year named Domu Okitagawa. That sounds like a reference to something. That's a very unusual name. I'll be the first one. Nerd. The second trimester, Okitagawa-kun transferred over from a high school in another prefecture. He was a member of the previous school's robotic club. Before he transferred, he was really good. Him joining the ranks, the robotics club's streak of preliminary losses changed drastically. Oh, that's what that game is called. Thank you, Roll. I've seen that game before. You see it in like, you see it when they do like the sports day in anime sometimes. It's sort of no, it's more like basketball. It's like basketball with no backboard and a bunch of tiny basketballs that are actually beanbags. If you can imagine, like... If you can imagine a game of basketball, but the basket is in the middle... And it's just like a big ass, like, I think that the net is like usually shaped almost like a tiki torch kind of thing. And you basically just take all your beanbags and try to get them all up there. Quidditch has one ball that scores points, but 3 hoops. No, there's two balls that score points. I mean, one of them's like a weird Navi fairy flying thing, which is the only actual ball that ever matters. Because that game is stupid and has no balance to it, and I hate it.
I see.
Anyway, the robotics club is good now. Management and production abilities rival that. The fact that you said there was only one ball that scores points just points out how, like, there are 2 games involved in actual Quidditch. One of them is the actual game that wins you, which is just grab the gold thing. And the other one is the pseudo soccer game that it could actually be fun. Yeah, that's fair. One that scores points and one that... Yeah. So there's one ball that matters. One ball that matters, one ball that scores points, and two that are there to cause serious physical injury. Anyway, Okitagawa is really good at robots. Yeah, Robotics Club is good now. Quidditch is simultaneously a bad game and child abuse. Oh shit, it's junior football. Anyway. Club typically struggled with funding, but he waltzed in and secured a sponsorship from a shopping district. He drafted schedules for the club, which were immaculate, and the club quickly saw an increase in efficiency and productivity in their work. That's pretty impressive from one kid. All right, so what about the crimes, though? Are you familiar with the string of robot-led thefts terrorizing the streets of Ijincho? No. No, I am not. I am very not familiar with this. Should I be? I feel like this is going to come up very shortly. All right, question though. Is it gonna be the street Roomba? Is it gonna be, oh god, I forgot what it's called. Something Maru. Is it gonna be the giant 4-foot Roomba? Or is it going to be a robot dog? Ooh, a Dalek's a good, or it could be a robot dog, or it could be like an actual humanoid, like hero style Gundam thing. Also, are these like pickpocket thefts, or are people being like held up? It's pickpocket. Okay. Citizens of Ijincho will be out and about, and suddenly a robot will appear and snatch goods like expensive bags off of them, and then it runs off. Can robots do that? Yes. With its mechanical arm, it can firmly grasp onto things like bags and make a quick escape. Sojimaru, thank you. It's highly maneuverable. It can fit into openings too narrow for a human. Like a Dragon did have a huge Roomba boss battle. 2 of them, in fact. It was a good one, actually. That's who Sojimaru is. Sojimaru was the giant Roomba. That's more trouble than a flesh and blood thief. Those targeted items are expensive bags that contain large amounts of cash. Some bags are worth over 1 million yen. All right, I could launch into a whole tirade about how stupid it is that a small bag for holding things costs that kind of money just because it has the correct name on it. But I won't. But just, you know, suffice to say, fuck. Striking damages that have now surpassed several million yen. So, are you claiming the robot behind these incidents came from Serio Robotics Club? What's the proof? Discovered this bolt along one of the robot's escape routes. The same bolts used by the Serio High Robotics Club. Like, handily monogrammed with our logo for some reason. Bolt.
Nah.
Okay, seriously? How do you know it's the right bolts? 100%. They were originally custom made by a factory in Ijincho, but it went under and lost its client. Stereo High Robotics Club bought them in bulk for a low price. That's strong evidence, actually. They are sick. I actually like them a lot. Like, especially if they're gonna be like, especially if they're gonna be facing on the actual robot, like, those look great. Stolen goods are being used as a source of funding for criminals. Would be tough to fence stolen goods through the usual channels. I've just the ones in mind who perform such nefarious deeds to get by. The professor and the Neo Keihin gang. So we definitely have to, a group of high school girls who like mysteries, definitely have to go and investigate this organized crime ring. Thief bots bolt. Alright, so I'll go hang out with the BattleBot Club, but I need a reason. Just outside counselor. Everybody is outside counselor. Outside counselor with everybody. Outside counselor with MRC. Outside counselor with dance club. Outside counselor with robotics club. Outside counselor for basketball club. Fuck it. Whoever you want. I'm surprised the chairman gave the thumbs up. The advisor and the robotics club have never been on good terms. The chairman is glad to have a mediator to keep an eye on them. For why they're at odds with each other, I have no idea. I mean, Yagami is the main character, so even if he's not decent at basketball, like, he'll be as good at it, he'll be as good at that as he is at dancing, which is to say not, but good enough to win a competition, apparently. Hi, friend. Thank you for sharing your plumbing diagram. I am legitimately actually kind of interested. Like, I spent an inordinate amount of time just looking at that diagram being like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then just like, I went and like looked at like some of the pipes under my sinks just to see like, just thinking about how the water flow works and just being like, yeah, I bet that's like that. I'm glad everything seems to have worked out. Because of the dispute with their advisor, apparently the Robotics Club's members have a general distrust of adults. So they may reject you. How do you do fellow kids intensifies? That's fantastic news. I also had a shower today, and I haven't had an issue with plumbing, but I was literally too busy to shower yesterday, so it felt great. He's building 4th floor. I will teach your robot kung fu like I taught the dance club kung fu. Wait, where the fuck? Oh, out this door, okay. Off topic. What was the topic? We've stuttered around between like 8 different topics in the last 5 minutes. Oh, River City Girls 2 was announced months ago. They just dropped a new trailer. And I'm really happy because KU's are like OC original, like one of her OC characters that she likes to draw on Twitter made it in as the she was able to draw it in as one of the shopkeepers, and she's super excited about it. So I am excited for her. If you don't follow KU on Twitter, I mean, that's fine. Not like you have to, but like, she's nice. How do you do, fellow kids? Hi, I'm Yagami. I was asked to start as an outside counselor. I don't know anything about robots. I'm here to displeased student. Well, at least he's polite. No one wants me here. Glasses push. I'm knowledgeable in the field of robotics. Literally not at all. Uh-huh. We're doing fine, we don't need you. Admittedly, we don't need an advisor who doesn't know anything about robotics is a fair counter argument. Can I just pop in every so often? I will get in trouble if I can't make an appearance. Just don't get in the way. Cool, we will be friends. No. Best friends. Wait, no. Hold on. Wait. I hate this. I hate this. What is the difference between do and action? Those are the same thing! I had a Tamagotchi that makes me an expert. Yes! Also, like, I don't know. I do kind of feel like Yagami could pull, like, I'm an experienced drone pilot. That's, you know, that's not for nothing. What do the Japanese words say? I don't know because I can't read. I can't read the kanji, but they all end in suru, which basically makes them verbs. This one might... that one's familiar. That one might be go? I assume this is like... This one is create something, and this one is like put it in action. But, yeah. It probably makes more sense in the original language. Hi, I was asked to act as your... These are good ideas. Keep them coming, because we might have to actually, like, choose some dialogue options to move this forward. Let's workshop some ideas on how we can... This is absolutely the bullshit your job application. To be like, all right, I did this, and here's how it's related to your job, even though it's totally not. Well, he ignored me. He didn't just ignore you, he gave you the ch. I'm good at grinding gears. He's doing it right now. All right. Charge of construction. Cool. What would construction entail? Constructing. He puts the robot together. Yeah, following the blueprints, building the robots. So he's like more the engineer. That sounds fun. What kind of robot are you making now? Hey, I'm a little busy right now. You mind like not talking to me? My bad. Sorry for bugging you. You get back to work. Yeah, it's not great. Hey, could some bunch of like, could like we get like a bunch of like jock assholes to kick down the door and start hassling them so that I can like beat them up, and then they'll be like, hey, you're not so bad. Holy shit, that's 2 whole ass boxes of Stamina NX. Oh, and those like oh man. Look, love, it's these. Jesse and I bought like a huge bag of those, and it took us almost the entire year that we were in Korea to eat them because they're so dry. But they were good for the whole year because they never expire. Yeah. Think about if it was a cookie, but the only ingredient was wheat. Hello. I'm an advisor with the Mystery Research Club. What's your name? Oh, yeah, I'm sure you can use them in stuff to make them great. And that does set, like, because it's not a very strong flavor at all. Yeah, they go with tea. That makes sense. But yeah, we kind of just ate them by themselves, and it was not a pleasant experience. Man, we didn't drink enough tea when we lived there, actually. That would have probably changed things. Quite a bit. Never really thought about that before. Yeah. Yeah, they never gave us the barley tea, but we also, like, never had tea at home. I wasn't aware that hardtack was like a universal thing. Because I'd only ever really seen it in Korea, and we had a bunch of them, and that's kind of where I associate it with. You do definitely get the when you're living overseas in Korea, you do definitely get the like like it's not a secondhand citizen experience, but you're definitely othered. They, you know, they will make it a point to bring you like a fork in a room where everyone else has chopsticks. They'll bring you water when everyone else has tea. It's like, oh, I see, I'm different. I get it, I'm a pasty white guy. You're not wrong, but like, you know, I'm trying to be part of your culture. Anyway. Hardtack isn't bad, it's just very dry and doesn't really have much flavor. Calorie Mate is... I guess it's similar, but it's soft. Calorie Mate is like if you gave hardtack a little more moisture. And then made it like a square and made it like easier to chew, but equally dry. Anyway, this is Kurumazaki. He's a second year. What you making? Making blueprints. Responsible for designs. That's cool. What are you drawing up for the robotics contest? So, this is the part where we're asking him for information. The last guy was like, stop talking to me. It's really cool. You drew this? Yes. Is he just super shy? Are these the blueprints? Oh. All right. Moving on. Yo, hold up. Yo, that's a sick-ass sketch. Actually. That's cool as hell. I mean, it's obviously a poster. So it's not like one of the guys in this room sketched it, but like, that art is rad. I like that. Yo, what else you got in here? That's the same one. That is... That seems to be a poster for the robotics contest that has some questionable imagery. And that's a hand drill. That's all that is. Hey, what's up? Why isn't it moving?
Yagami.
Hi, nice to meet you. Who might you be? Well, his name is Sakura, but he hasn't actually told us that yet. Dento, huh? Lead programmer. Action translated to improve. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And I can see how that translation would have worked out that way, but also, no. That's wrong. It's understandably wrong, but it's wrong. Are you having some trouble there? Yeah, it's the robot. I can't get it to move. Yagami comes over and is just like, I can get it to move. Look. See, I did it. I'm your advisor now. You look kind of stressed out. Yeah, I just recently started programming. I don't have a proper senpai to teach me the ropes. Well, can't help you out with that. If only I knew someone who was a programmer. Well, moving on.
Nah.
What are you up to? Laying out our current milestones and workflow progression using Agile. Wait. Isn't that a real ass program? Yeah, Agile software development is a thing. Oh, it's not an actual brand name though. It's just a concept. I thought it was like an actual brand or company name. It's just a business concept. Oh. Oh no. All right, time to get schooled. No, Agile, you moron. It's a cutting-edge product development method that's been adopted by all sorts of software designers. Yeah, I think that's probably appropriate. This doesn't even qualify as how do you do, fellow kids, because, like, he should be more aware of that as the adult. Uh-huh. Try to rephrase it in a more digestible way. Yeah, random occasionally pulls retired soundboard commands out of the folder because it pulls everything out of the soundboard folder, but I've deleted some of the commands but not the actual underlying sound files. So they still sit in there and get pulled up with random once in a while. Which will be fine as long as we don't actually get pinged. Sorry, Coder. Instead of blindly trying to build a complete model, it repeats trials, tests, and modifications to achieve the ideal form. Compared to the waterfall model of the past, you have a much shorter development cycle. I don't get it. Yeah, high school students have a difficult time wrapping their heads around development models of this level. It requires mastery and management. Yo, Ichiban! Yo, does Ichiban Holdings need a new manager? Hire this man, Nintendo. No, if it wasn't an RGG game, I wouldn't have at all thought that it was a paid promotion. That wouldn't even have entered my mind. But in this case, it's like, oh, are they doing this? I mean, literally, we played golf yesterday and got a Pepsi. So, like, you know. Depending on our opponents for this tournament, we need to have flexible spec changes. That's why we're using this model. We're running a scrimmage with our prototype models later today. We'll examine the results to adjust our design principles for the future. Oh, he's actually surprisingly friendly. He just likes talking about his shit, that's all. Anyway, you made us a promise, right? You said you wouldn't get in the way? No. Take it back, he's a shit kid. Everyone here is keeping their guard up. No, they're actually just doing work. I mean, that too, but like, they are all actually focusing. Like, I know you're here with ulterior motives, but like, still, they're not doing anything wrong. It's time. What's going on? The scrimmage. Oh, right, that thing. Get the data from the practice matches, make adjustments. Nah. Can I watch? Yeah. Sure. A rival school comes to sabotage the bot, you'll beat them down. That will happen, but that has to happen before we, that has to happen before we gain, like, we have to gain their trust before that happens. What I mean. Like, there's got to be some other thing where they're like, hey, you're all right. Consider me a fly on the wall. They don't like me. Okay, show me the robots. I want to see the robots. Here's where the match of the Ari Robo Rally are held. Looks professional. Yeah, the gym room floor, like, wrestling ring really screams professional. Matsunaga from West Mitsuya High, looking forward to the match today. Okitagawa of Serio, a pleasure. What? Are you kidding me? What's the matter? Mizuzaki won't be coming. Oh! That's the end. Mizuzaki is the pilot. Guess who's the fucking pilot now? What do you mean by that? He jammed his finger during track practice. Told him to focus attention on the robotics club before the tournament. Mizaki just fell on the track team, who I asked to control the robot as our guest operator. Can anyone else in the club operate the machine that you made? No. Maybe? No way, I suck. Oh no, we're just going around the room. Famous for my Butterfingers. Phrasing? Phrasing. Robots are radio controlled, so they're a bit unconventional. Mizuzaki isn't part of the club, but he had the experience, so I asked for his help. I drive drones! How about I do it? No. Not you. Why? Why the hell not? That's your reason right there. You have a very short fuse. You can't afford you getting emotional in the middle of a match. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm not emotional. I'll fucking kill you! Our genius detective is beginning to put the pieces together. No. Hey, I can do it. This is totally fair, I'm probably sure. I actually use a drone for my work pretty often. I know my way around radio controls. You've operated drones? How much experience do you have? Like, several years at this point. About 5 years worth. I'd like to think I can handle a more delicate situation like this, too. No, that's stupid. Alright. Yo! The real-ass music kicks in! Oh, he doesn't like it. The best course of action we could take for today. It's the optimal solution. Oh, no, 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 no. Why is this even an option? He isn't even in the club. It should be me. Process of elimination. By the way, you've been eliminated. So, like, this guy's a teacher, right? No! Yep. Yeah, he's totally gonna have his, totally gonna have his thing. He's gonna sabotage the robot so that we lose and I look stupid so that he can take over as the pilot because he wants to drive it. And just lay out the whole melodramatic timeline right now. Yo, this music is just going. The Ariroba Rally permits adult participation as well. This shouldn't be an issue. I mean, yeah, but... Can you show me the controls? Yes. It was about 5 minutes. Alright, fine, I guess. Like, it wasn't gonna take 5 minutes to set up anyway. Yo, what? All right, we got claps now. All right, red versus blue territory control. Battlefield composes multiple panels. Take And position blocks to expand your own team's territory. Take the enemy team's base, or you have more territory. Regardless of match type, you'll obtain rewards by winning. Okay, so your initial position at the start of a match. Point where a robot returns when it's destroyed. Robots that are destroyed will be forced to return to their team's base. Temporarily cannot return to the match. Okay, but what do, though? Oh my god! Do we have three? Are we gonna have 3 robots named Deus Ex and Machina? Alright, due to recent technological advancements, you can control every function using your smartphone. It really is like the drone. I can work with this. Match other than the leading unit you'll directly control. You'll be forming a team 3 with 2 other AI-controlled units. For limited on time, I'll just have you use the leading unit to teach you the basics of robot control. Brief lecture on robot movement. Tank controls. Got it. Specifically, grid-based tank controls. Explain how to acquire and place blocks. The rule states that whichever team holds the most territory, the panels at the end wins. So this technique is the most essential of all. Blocks will spawn at set locations on the battlefield. Move the robot to the block's location. You've acquired a T-block. Please note that while ally units may require blocks, any blocks acquired are automatically transferred to the leading unit due to the fact that only the leader may place blocks. Do it. Blocks must be placed adjacent to your team's base or your own territory. Okay. Great job. Blocks cannot be placed if they overlap your own team's territory. Placing blocks, try to place them, leaving as few gaps as possible. Tactical robot Tetris turf war. Yes, that's what it appears we have. Take enemy territory. Place a block that's adjacent to your team's base or your own territory. If that block is on enemy territory, you can steal that territory from them. The real match focus is all about territory, so it's technique that's often the deciding factor. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Attacks and damage. Treacherous tug-of-war matches are not limited to territory battles alone. You can unleash attacks upon the enemy using your equipped weapons. You got a drill. Yeah! Destroyed robots are automatically returned to their bases. Additionally, as a penalty, they cannot return to the game for a set period of time. Keep your guard up till the match is over. Take care not to allow your leading unit to be destroyed to the best of your abilities. Okay, I think I've got the basic controls down. This might work. It's a scrimmage, though. Can we get a move on? Yes. Apologies for the wait. About those skills of yours. I'd like to see what you're capable of. Okay. What about the ally units? What do they do? Oh, big pocket circuit energy off of this. Damn it! Okay, so we're losing. They were named Oh! Oh, you can't move freely through enemy territory. So that actually slows you down quite a bit. Get wrecked, Drillbot. So here is our protagonist Yagami. Just, you know, casually bullying these robot kids by destroying their bots in a match he's not supposed to be in. Like the hero we all knew he was. This is kind of cool, but also kind of jank. Yeah, that's right. You sure dunked on those kids.